Good morning. My name is Adriana Osceola, and I am the chair of the Kissimmee Osceola County Chamber of Commerce, and excited for you all to be joining us this morning for our 15-minute series, where today we are lucky to host tax collector Bruce Vickers. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. I'm really excited to do this today.
Absolutely. Tax collector Vickers has been in this role since 2016 after 16 years of service in the same office. An Osceola County native, Mr. Vickers is very involved in the community through Osceola County Council on Aging, as well as the Education Foundation, and has just been a real stalwart for us here in the business community. So we're excited to talk to you today about tax collecting and business. You're everyone's favorite person. So we're excited that you're here. Can you tell us a little bit about the tax collector's office and what your role is for residents and really for businesses, since we are the business chamber of the community?
Absolutely. We do a lot of services in our office that people may not be aware of because we are tourist tax, business tax, we're real estate, tangible. We do hunting and fishing. We do concealed weapons permitting. We also do birth certificates. So that's something that we picked up over the last couple of years. We do tag title and driver's license. And we also have a specialty plate that's coming that's going to be out really, really soon. The Disney plate is coming, and you'll see that on your renewals. We're doing tags of the month, so that one is also included on there, and that has been a popular plate for us. Adriana, it's been huge in our phone center with calls and things going on, so we're excited about it.
Well, we love to hear that. You've just been such an incredible champion for us and getting those vouchers out and getting folks connected to getting those Disney tags. They're really beautiful, I personally think, and I think those that are calling into your office think so as well once we revealed the design. So thank you for everything your team has done to really launch that in Osceola County for us.
We're really proud to do that. Disney being a great partner with us also and helping us out in our community. It's great to have them here and helping us. I know that working with Disney in the past, I do tourist development tax collection for 16 years. So working with them, they're always on top of everything. And we certainly appreciate that.
Well, if you have any interest in getting that Disney tag, you mail everyone for their birthdays, you like to say. So you send a birthday gift every year.
Birthday gift, yes. We send them their renewal notice. And on that renewal notice, it has the information for that specialty plate for Disney. And we've had people calling from other states wanting that plate. They're very big Disney fans, and they wanted it just as a plate. We have to explain to them that's not the way this works. You would have to transfer your plates to Florida in order to be able to have that plate. So
well, we have a lot of magical super fans around the country, so I'm sure they might do that. So you might be surprised, tax collector Vickers. Can you talk a little bit about tourist development tax, like you mentioned, the collections, especially during a time of pandemic, the differences in what you were collecting last in 2019 in comparison to 2020?
It's been a very difficult year. We went from collecting overall about $6,000 or $6 million a month to collecting less than $1 million when the pandemic initially hit because of the closure of the hotels, the closures of the short-term rentals. We are seeing an increase now. We're climbing back up somewhere around the 2 million mark, which is a bed tax on all homes, condos, hotels, campgrounds, trailer parks that are doing short-term rental, which is 160 days or less. 160 days or less is what's considered the short-term rental under statute. So that bed tax goes to help and support the marketing process to bring tourism into our community. And it's an amazing thing to watch that happen. Over the last 20 years of working in tourist tax, it's amazing to see the transformation of what that industry has done to try to work through the pandemic. So it's been great.
I'm sure. And then even supporting our local TDT, folks think of the bigger market places to visit in terms of the tourism gets, but really we have everything from Silver Spurs Rodeo. We have, our arts community. We have Old Town. There's just so many different places for folks to come and visit. So when they're staying in our tourism corridor in Osceola County, there's just so much to see, and our job is to really get them here. And so if it wasn't for you collecting those dollars, we wouldn't be able to market Osceola County and Kissimmee as this amazing place for your family to stay and to visit.
It is amazing. And living and growing up here, we've seen a lot of changes over the years. I am a pre-Disney So watching Disney come in and watching us flourish and things really growing. For those of us who had grown up here, some of us liked the quaintness of it. I kind of like the idea that we can also be very quaint, but yet also be very, very tourist driven. And it's amazing to me to vicariously live through some of the people who come through my office with their stories of where they're from and what they've done. I may not ever visit those places, but I can visualize a lot of what they tell me and what they go through. So it's great. It is a great industry to be in. Tax collector's office, a lot of people don't realize we don't just collect taxes. We also sometimes are counselors and you know, we help out with situations that may arise, especially in the business industry. Helping them get through the red tape is really what we try to do. In the 16 years that I worked in there, I've grown really, really close to a lot of the business owners and tried to help in every way that I could to make sure that they're successful. Their success is only our success. If they're not successful, then the county itself is struggling with that. Small businesses especially are a huge economic driver in Osceola, and helping them get through that red tape, because we all know that there's a lot of things business owners have to know and do to get through that. And for us, it was always my goal to make sure that if there was a hurdle for them to get over, I wanted to make sure I knew what it was so that I could help them through the process. So we do try to help as much as we can within the limits of the law. So
absolutely. Well, here at the Chamber, we are the biggest advocates of small business, and really we exist to serve our members and to serve all of the business community. So any help that they can get, whether it's through us and our B2B services, or whether it's networking or just connecting folks to the right place, we need you also to help cut through that red tape and do the government piece of it. And that's so substantial to the success of the county and the success of these businesses. Have you seen a lot more of these businesses coming to you since the pandemic? We have. We've seen a lot of changes in the way people are doing business throughout the pandemic and finding unique ways to do business, a lot of home-based businesses, and working through that process with them to make sure that they're permitted correctly. A lot of HOAs are not real favorable of having a business from your home. But we are able to work through those processes and a lot of times have conversations with those people to try to help them through that process or to find a location where they can operate their businesses. A lot of online businesses or startup businesses during the pandemic and even now, because we found that that was the way that we had to transform ourselves to be able to communicate to our clients and to our customers. So a lot of them have come out and registered that way. And it's been interesting to find that a lot of your statutes haven't caught up to this industry in regards to the way that it's being done online and through social media and other ways. So we're finding some difficulties with that, and I think some frustrations with some of the business owners, but we're working through it to try to help them as much as we can. Well, we thank you a lot for that. Where can people reach out to get a hold of you? I know online, but you said you've been getting a lot of calls lately as well with your staff. Well, and I will apologize up front because the calls, we right now are on a phone system that's it's a county phone system. It's somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 years to 30 years old. So our call center is getting about 2,500 calls a day. Wow. So it's unbelievable the number of calls that come through after we had to shut down for the pandemic. The other way to get a hold of us, if you contact us by phone, it's 407-742-4000. You can reach us in the phone center. If you're finding it difficult to reach us, reach out to us through our website. Go to our website. There is a contact us area there. Click on the contact us area, and that will send an email directly to our staff. In between customers, the staff is working through those emails and do try to get back to you as quickly as possible with an answer. So if you can't contact us, at least go to the webmail, and that will get the information to us so that we can get back to you. Make sure you give us your contact information so that we can get back to you. Yeah, absolutely. You had mentioned earlier before we started about fishing and hunting licenses, which you know, a lot of people don't know that goes through the tax collector's office. And with the pandemic, people have picked up new hobbies or been outdoors a lot more. Have you seen any change in those licenses? We have. What is interesting is because based on appointments, we're on appointments only still based on the guidelines that we were given by the CDC and the health department. So getting into our office can be a bit
trying because we only have so many that we can see within the guidelines. And a lot of people are saying these guidelines should be, done away with. But the problem is that we have to continue to follow those, even though some of your grocery stores and some of your restaurants are open. We still have to follow those within the government buildings that we're in to make sure that we're keeping everyone safe, including our staff and the people coming to see us. So the appointments do work. I know that we're booked about 3 weeks out. We do push out any cancellations. Those go back out to our website so you can get into those. Hunting and fishing licenses can be done. If you come to our office and you're just doing a hunting and fishing license, we will work with you with that, even if you're not in an appointment situation. We try not to tell that too much because we have a lot of people who show up and say, I'm doing a hunting and fishing license.
Well, we have thousands of viewers right now. Tax collector.
Oh, no. Try not to do that because we know they'll show up and say, I have a hunting and fishing license, and it's really a driver's license or tag and title, and we really have to do those by appointment. So we are following those guidelines. We're still seeing about 700 people a day in our main office, and we're still seeing almost 200 in all of our branches. So we have 3 different branches, and our newest branch is in Campbell City. I'm very familiar with that area. I kind of grew up in that area out there. And if you haven't had a chance to see that office, you may not be able to get an appointment to get in right away, but if you haven't had a chance to see it, at least drive around out there and take a look. It is amazing what the county did for us in partnering with us to give us that building. And we do concealed weapons permitting also. That building is set to get them. We just haven't been able to get the equipment yet. So.
Congratulations on the new space. Osceola County is a very large county, as you know. You're the native. So to really touch everyone and make sure that the residents have easy access to your office and all government entities is really super important.
Thank you. Yeah. We certainly enjoy giving great customer service. And I have to tell you, there have been a lot of people in our office who are so grateful of the fact that our staff is out front, checking people in, screening people to get them in the doors, and to make sure that we're following those guidelines so that we can stay open to be able to serve the public. Customer service is job one for us. We truly enjoy it. It is something that I take a lot of pride in making sure that we're giving the best of the best customer service in there to make sure that our community is being taken care of. I take it personal. Being from here, it's my community, and I want to give back to my community in any way I can.
Well, we know you do with all your involvement too, just, extracurricularly and your volunteer time. But we see that service, residents see that services. Our members in the chamber have told us they've seen that service. And then I personally have, even with you helping us out on that Disney plate. So we really appreciate it. And hopefully we don't flood your offices too much, but it's really impressive the amount of calls that you get and what you're taking in and how you're helping our community. Is there anything that you want to close with?
I just want to say thank you so much to the chamber also, because the chamber is always making sure that business owners know and how to get a hold of us, where to go to get the information. And we definitely are partners with everyone in our community, including the chamber, in regards to making sure that businesses have all the information that they need. And at any time, if you can reach out to us, if someone needs to ask me questions, I'm most of the time always available. I started this morning at about 6 o'clock answering information that was being sent to me through several different avenues with customers needing information. I don't mind doing that. I actually enjoy being able to solve and resolve problems that are out there. So if there's anything else we can do, please reach out to us. And know that the chamber is also here for businesses in regards to doing that. So we certainly appreciate the partnership we have with them.
Absolutely. So I'll see you in a few weeks with your iridescent new tag on your car since you're a native. And you are an absolute delight all the time. This is not for show. First Vickers is just a joy to be around. So thank you for being here today.
I appreciate you having me here. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.